Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast live once again from Costa Rica, December 3rd. Beautiful Sunday morning here in Costa Rica. And guys, we're coming off of a pretty sharp night. The college football pick video yesterday, we had a total of 5 picks that was including a teaser. We won 4 and we had 1 push. So we definitely got it done college football style yesterday. Moved our record up to 58-47. All right, that is definitely starting to put some distance between the bookie, and it's most certainly getting it done. Georgia looked amazing as they owned Auburn, really controlled that team, and then just shut them down in the end. And also, the big one, and I loved it, Clemson, it looked like a high school team they were playing, Miami. Hurricane fans, nothing personal, but I knew it. You guys are a long way away. It was a great story this year, but before the game, I knew it was over before it even started. Miami, their players were on the field. They're just hooting and hollering and all this and dancing around. Clemson, they're just sitting there doing their practice, sticking to what they know. They were there to do a job. Miami, they were there. It was, I don't know. I just didn't like the attitude. Sure enough, all shit got real and got quiet. They couldn't even score a touchdown. I mean, by God, Clemson let them have a field goal in the end just to make them feel good, make them like they were feeling, at least playing in a football game. But yeah, Clemson, that team is dangerous. Miami, you're a long ways away. Coach Rick, great job there, but that's why you left Georgia. You can't even get close to winning those big ones. You got a rebuilding problem on your hands down there, because next year it ain't going to be as easy as it was this year. Nothing personal against Miami, but fade that team. You will make money fading them Hurricanes, baby. All right, as we said, we got a lot of action going on. And how about Oklahoma stomping old TCU yesterday? Ooh, we were on point with that one as well. NBA, we went 2-1 yesterday, moved our record to 83-64, guys. That's getting it done. Our one loss was by a half a point, so that's not bad. College basketball did not get it done. I was leaning on those Kentucky Wildcats, by God. They just let me down in both spots. Villanova certainly covered their full game, but we're still 22-16, so we're on top of that bookie. NFL, the time is now, baby. Today is the day. All right, we're 49-46, but this is when I start to really get sharp. I've got a scaled down amount of picks today. I've only got 2 NFL picks. I got 1 college basketball pick and 1 NBA pick you don't want to miss. Yesterday, I had a total of 8 private picks, went 7-1. We only missed 1 private pick. That was a first half with UCF. We had a couple parlays in there. We were sharp. We were on top of our game. That was a combined 7-1 with college football and NBA. Clicking on all cylinders, 5-1 in our last 6 NBA picks on video as well. All right, guys, let's get it done, because I own it when I lose. I don't gloat when I win. I'm a little bit energetic towards that Miami Hurricane. It's just what I saw before the game. Those guys were all cocky and acting like a bunch of thugs. I knew and shit was getting real and it was going to go down. So, Mark Richt, he better gather in that thugness and let those guys know, man, your job hadn't even begun, you know. Clemson, wow, what a game. And I'll shut up with that one. But we cashed some tickets. We knocked it out of the park. And again, 7-1 out of 8 private picks. So, guys, get on board with the private picks. You can DM me at Mike Brenner 18 on Twitter, all right? Go on Twitter, hit me up DM, let's get together, let's knock it out of the park. I've got something strong today you do not want to miss. I'm telling you the truth there. All right, let's get into it. Football, we're going to break some games down, then I'm going to leave my picks at the end. You got the Patriots going to play Buffalo, all right? Pats have won 7 in a row. This is like a perfect storm. Could it be for them? Gronkowski, I mean, this guy is probably going to give that Buffalo defense fits. Because they're going to play Buffalo, this line is a little low. It's hanging at -8.5 right now. All right, Buffalo beat Kansas City last week 16-10. But shit, who can't beat Kansas City right now? That is one terrible team. They're not scaring anybody. And again, Tyrod Taylor, he shows up one week and then he doesn't the next. You've got a Patriots team, 2 words, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick are 2 names, you know. Those guys are zoned in right now. Everything is just looking good right there. But the full game is -8.5. We'll see what we may have in that. Again, Buffalo's 6-5. They got to get it done. If they're going to show anything, it better be today on their home field against Buffalo. Now, typically in the past, they have played them very, very tight, so they're capable of showing up for a big game. All right, guys, then you got the Oakland Raiders facing the New York Giants without Eli Manning. 210 straight starts. Are you fucking kidding me? I still can't believe what happened. And I'm not a huge Eli fan. I'm not. Totally opposite from his brother. But still, Ben McAdoo, putting the blame on him. Ben, you should have just bowed out yourself. You're lucky you still even have a job. Are you kidding me? That is one of the most boring teams in football to watch. And the Giants' depleted wide receiver core. They got a stout defense, though. They have that every year. But Ben McAdoo's got to go. You know, just putting all the scapegoat on Eli Manning. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens. You got Oakland in desperation mode. If they don't win today, they're out. They're gone. And this was the Cinderella team everybody was talking about. Well, time to prove it. Now you've got your top two receivers out. Amari Cooper's out. Crabtree, he's out suspended for that fight. I don't know. Oakland is favored, though, by 8.5. There's a lot of drama in versus the Giants. But the Giants, they got nothing to lose. They're so loose right now. That could be a trap game, so be careful of that, okay? Could be a trap game. And, again, that was Oakland at home against the Giants. Then you got the Chargers going up against Cleveland. All right, you got Gordon back. My God, this guy's been suspended more than anything. He's in, he's out, hanging with Manziel, getting high, doing this, doing that. Well, he's back. Is he dangerous? Hell yeah. But you know what? It takes a while to get fit in. I don't know how much practice he was allowed to have with that team until the ruling allowed him back on the field. But the Chargers, Phillip Rivers said, I'm having more fun right now than I've had in years. They had a big win last week, a big win. And bottom line, this guy is in beast mode, Phillip Rivers. When he is mistake-free and that defense just plays a little bit of ball, they show up. And the reason that defense is starting to be fun to watch and all is Joey Bosa, the defensive end from Ohio State. This guy brings it. He was a high draft pick, and he's showing why. A lot of energy there in the L.A. Chargers instead of San Diego Chargers. Again, they're at home against Cleveland. That's got Gordon back, but that's about it. They're 1-26 the last 2 years in football. Are you kidding me? Somebody give these guys a win. Holy cow. Then you got the Atlanta Falcons at home against Minnesota. Minnesota 9-2, quietly doing what Mike Zimmer teams do. They just defensively show up. Offensively, they get it done. Now, you've got, Case Keenum. They still won't name him. He's our guy, but each week he just keeps winning and winning. So it's kind of interesting. They've got one of the sturdiest defenses in football. But Atlanta, revitalized offense. Julio Jones, 12 catches, 253 yards last week with 2 TDs. This guy's like the ageless wonder. Now this week, they get their running back, Devonta Freeman. He is back. He is healthy. And again, Minnesota, they stop everybody's run game. But Minnesota could be suspect in that secondary today. I don't think it's going to be a surprise whatsoever if Atlanta doesn't have a game plan that's going to be keying on that. So let's look out for that one. And right now, it's the full game -2.5. Atlanta at home against Minnesota. You know what? Last week, Atlanta's defense showed up. The offense looked like that Super Bowl team. This could be an interesting game, and it's going to be one for the ages, I believe. And then you've got the New Orleans Saints at home against Carolina Panthers. Saints are 8-3 on the year. So are the Panthers. This is everything on the line for the division lead. Drew Brees, he's just absolutely in beast mode. I'll take him over Cam Newton any day of the week. Cam Newton can't even hold Drew Brees' jockstrap for crying out loud. Cam Newton is revealed every single week. He gets that attitude, that damn smile. But you know what, son? You haven't done anything consistent. You've never won anything big. And you've done nothing but fail when the stage is set for you to succeed. So with that being said, I don't even think he's going to have a chance. I love Riverboat Ron, that coach. But my God, find a way to get rid of that Cam Newton. That guy will never win you a big one. Never, never, never. Trust me. Just check it out. He's not even in the same category with Drew Brees. I'm loving it, and this is going to be one of my picks today. Matter of fact, let's release it right now. Pulling that trigger, baby, on the New Orleans Saints full game -5. That defense is looking real good for Carolina, but as long as Cam Newton's on that sideline, I can fade them guys against most teams, and Drew Brees is one of them. They're at home, and they're going to show today why the Saints are doing what they're doing and why Carolina will remain Carolina as long as under the helm is Cam Newton. So that's my first pick. And also, I love this pick, guys. Don't miss this one, all right? This is going to be a big one. I'm going with Atlanta, pulling that trigger, baby, on the Falcons, -2.5 at home against Minnesota. I just think in the long run today, the game's going to play out. Atlanta will get the best of them, and that offense is going to find a way to expose the secondary that's got some cracks in it for Minnesota right now. Last week, emotion and momentum was rebuilt. That team now is huddled up and said, all right, guys, anything is possible. We're moving forward. We can't look back. Matt Ryan finally got over that Super Bowl hangover, and I just think it's that time. Dan Quinn, man, this is a good defensive mind. He's very, very sharp at what he does. So, all right, let's review. We've got 2 NFL picks today. Pulling that trigger with the New Orleans Saints on the full game -5, and we're also pulling that trigger with Atlanta Falcons on the full game -2.5. A lot of great games. There's a lot of action. I'm going to have one later on. DM me on Twitter, Mike Brenner 18. Okay, you don't want to miss my private picks today. We can get you going there real quick. But also, stay tuned. I'm going to have the basketball pick video coming out for NBA and college basketball. That will be up shortly. All right, guys, don't get carried away in all the action. The holidays are here. Let's let the bookie pay for it because we're really in a zone right now. Let's keep it going. To the Twitter, Facebook, and the YouTube followers, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being so kind, hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and telling people about the Brenner Blast. We're just trying to pay it forward. We're never going to stop. We are never going to stop. Got a lot of cool things coming up, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, guys, have a great Sunday. Enjoy the family. Most importantly, though, get some rest, relax, take it easy, stick to your plan, and get set up for this coming week. All right, make a game plan. It never hurts to kind of project the next few days. Handle this like a business. You can invest like it's a business. All right, guys, bet responsible, beat your bookie, and build that bank with Brenner. And don't forget, the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby, NFL style. Stay tuned for the basketball video.